Uh, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Brandon, aka Brando's Life. Let me drink this water right quick. Ah, ah. Anyway, so what I'm looking at, we got this for all my car people. If you're not really in the car, you might as well not watch this shit at all. But we got a generation race, arguably one of the most historic and game-changing cars ever, the Ford GT, and definitely probably one of my favorite, I would say, like supercars. When it comes to one of the cars that's like really hard to get and expensive, I would definitely take a Ford GT. And they have all three of the generations. So I believe we got what, the 67, we got the '05 one, and the 2017. If you didn't know, the 67 and the '05, they come with a V8s. I'm not sure exactly which V8. Don't let me start lying, but I know the 2017 one comes with the V6 twin turbo out, like the I think it's a 3.5, 2060, something like that. Anyway, let's get into it, bro. Anyway, be sure to go follow his channel, Car Wow. I watch him every day when I get home. Posts a whole bunch of stuff, you know. I mean, he talks a little bit, but not too bad. Plus, he has a funny accent. Let's jump right into it.
Will happen in a drag race between an original Ford GT40, a second generation Ford GT from
That's my favorite generation. Like, that's my holy grail right there. If you never heard one of them, you're about to hear it. Hopefully, this one sounds pretty, but like, bro, it's a video of a white one on YouTube, and it's a manual, and he's riding through LA. Watch that video.
2006 and the third generation Ford GT from
The Ford, now the
2017.
newest
Well, we're going
one,
to
I ain't
find
gonna
out
lie, it
because
does
I'm going
look
to
the
race
best. Like
them
the
over the
looks of it, I
7/4
think
mile.
might
I'm
look
Matt
better.
Watson.
Might.
Watch
I don't
you
know. I love the
power.
O
This is
five one,
pretty
bro. I love the O five
amazing.
one. Love the '05 body style.
Right, let me tell
But
you
I do
about
like
these
the
cars.
back of
I'm
the
going to
new one.
start with the original. So that's actually a Mark III from 1967. It has a 4.7 litre naturally aspirated
There
V8
you go.
engine and it puts out 310 horsepower and 450 newton meters of torque. It drives the rear wheels via a 5-speed manual gear.
Let me try to help y'all because y'all are probably gonna be just like me. I'd be like, I don't know what torque is and newton meters. I don't know. You know how we Americans are. 450. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to find this for you. I don't know why it's so hard to find. All right. Anyway, bro, I don't care. It's probably
Now
pissed me
that
off.
car weighs in at 1,230 kilos, and
Light.
back in the day, 1967, it was $18,000. Now that thing's valued at over $2.5 million.
Yes,
These are
bro.
the conversions in
Crazy.
pounds. Now we come to this car, the 2006 Ford GT. It has a 5.4 litre supercharged V8 that puts out 560 horsepower and 680 newton meters of torque. It drives the rear wheels via a 6-speed manual
The
gearbox. This
best.
thing weighs
That's
in
the
at
best Ford G2.
1,520 kilos. Back in 2006, one of these would set you back £110,000.
Back
Now,
then.
though, they fetch around $500,000. Finally, we come to the
Crazy.
latest Ford GT, the
I almost cussed,
Old
y'all.
Spice
I
Men's
almost
Styling
cussed.
Pomade offers a
I almost cussed.
third generation. That has a 3.5 litre
I believe.
twin
Okay.
turbo V6 that puts out 650 horsepower and 750 newton meters of torque, and it drives the rear wheels via a 7-speed dual clutch automatic gearbox. It weighs in at 1,000.
I wonder if it has the same dual clutch transmission that the GT500 has, because it's a 7-speed dual clutch. I know that's a V8, but like it'd be like
185 kilos, although Ford quote that car with a dry weight, so you need to add an extra 100 kilos, which means to compare to these cars, it weighs in at 1,485 kilos. Price of that new? £440,000. Today they fetch over $1 million, and that one's worth a little bit more because it has a bespoke paint job and it's been signed by 3 people associated with the Ford GT40. Now, can you tell me in the comments, after looking at their signatures and their names, how they're associated the car. Now, before we race, I want to say a huge thank you to the Peterson Automotive Museum in Los Angeles for setting this up. This is their car, the GT40 is their car, and they arranged for the latest Ford GT to be here as well. Now, I'm going to speak to the person who's driving the GT40. His name is Dana, and he actually manages all the cars in the Peterson Museum and makes sure that they're in tip-top condition.
Dana, how are you, mate? You all right?
Doing just fine. It's a little hot in here, like in a fishbowl.
Oh, really? Well, you've got quite a lot of glass.
No air conditioning.
Whereas I've got air conditioning, so I'm quite comfortable. Though for some reason I have my heater turned up somewhat. That's a bit silly. So tell me a little bit about how you think that car's going to run, because it's old, it's probably a little bit fragile, and it's basically your baby. But you're going to give it 4 beans, aren't you?
Yeah, hopefully I'll give it 4 beans. I'll give it as many beans as I can. You're right. I mean, this is a 57-year-old piece of machinery, and all the parts are, mostly original parts. So I'm racing an antique here.
It sure is.
Okay.
But what a beautiful looking antique.
Yeah,
let's see how it
that
does.
car worth some money.
Now, let's speak to the owner of the 2016 Ford GT. His name is Camilo Prado, and he actually designed the car that I'm sat in right now, but for some reason he's sold his version of one of these that he had to buy the latest Ford GT.
Hi, Camilo. How are you?
Good. Nice to see these 3 lined up.
So what's it like?
It
You're
looks like
looking
I
across at the
expected.
original GT40, and you can see the car that you designed, which obviously took all its inspiration from that car, and then obviously you're sat in the latest car, which you didn't design. Out of all of them, which do you think is the most beautiful?
I think the one that I'm in is probably the most dynamic. The vehicle that you're in, the one that we worked on with my team, is definitely a very sexy car.
And of course, that original, just look at the shape of it. I mean, back in the day, it must have looked like something from outer space, really. And even today, it just looks so good.
It do
so,
look
so
crazy,
good.
though.
Poor Dana, I can see that he's like thinking, just can you stop talking? Let's go on with this race because I'm getting rather hot in here.
Yeah, he's giving me the thumbs up to get on with it. Actually, before we race, we're going to do the customary Carwow sound check.
My favourite part.
Let's do them in age order.
Dana, can you go first? Can you give us some revs in your old Ford GT40?
Huh?
A few revs then, a little bit of an ease forward. Now, I'm going to rev up this one. Oh, hear that supercharger.
Well, I'm telling y'all, when they do the muffler deletes on them joints, they sound godly,
And
bro.
finally, Camilo,
That
can you rev
5.4
up your
Ford
car?
motor is...
I'm going to lie,
I love
Camilo,
him.
I think you won that test.
Anyway, I think you might win the next one, but this isn't really about racing. It's to see how the cars have changed in terms of performance over the years as you move through the generations of Ford GT. So let's do it. Let's do this drag race.
3, 2, 1.
On, yes, best start. Going sideways.
Damn, that Ford GT, that new one sound crazy. Look, she's scooting.
The new car's had me. Oh, he's absolutely...
That shit look crazy, though, seeing these cars out there. Damn, that joint going. I want to know how fast he was going past the marker.
Decent start, but in the end, it wasn't to be, was it?
First of all, it's going to you, Camilo.
I beat you off the line with my epic launching skills, but then you sort of sailed past me rather easily.
Yeah, this thing does take its time getting into the boost.
Boost, yeah.
But once it's on
The
boost,
turbo car for you.
it really flies, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's interesting how it goes through stages of wheel spin.
I had a bit of wheel spin as well. Anyway, over to you, Dana. So, how did your car do?
You know what? My issue is, of course, is getting traction at the start. So a lot of wheel spin.
Old head got him calling his phone.
Call. Do you need to take it? Is it your bank manager saying, listen, you haven't damaged that car, have you?
No, everything's good so far.
So you had wheel spin, old tyres.
Damn,
on
it
that,
did.
Really, they're not great for traction. These are quite old on this, and he's obviously got modern tyres, so That does make a difference, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. And you know what? This is what I tell people. Old cars are old cars. You just hope for the best.
But the car survived. It did the run. And were you quite happy with it overall, though?
Yeah, actually I was. I mean, she did really well. Like I said, a lot of wheel spin off the line, but no match for you guys. Sorry.
Well, there you go. Age in it.
It real as fuck though.
So then what exactly happened? Well, the 2017 GT won. It completed the standing quarter mile in 11 seconds. The 2006 GT took 12 seconds and the GT40 came last. It took 13.9 seconds to do the standing quarter mile. Okay, now we're going to have a rolling race from 40 miles an hour in
What, bro?
second
Watch
gear.
this damn the 2017 Ford GT,
Something
bro.
this big, this luxurious, shouldn't move like a Mazda.
What happens? Right, 3, 2, 1, go.
That jaw's shaky.
Look at that GT. Go.
It just looks so crazy too, bro.
Whoa, that was a bit sketchy on the brakes.
I think
Your car performed better then than in the drag race, didn't it? You didn't have to worry so much about wheel spin.
Yeah, correct. Once it was, the rolling started, it was fine.
It's just
And
a different
how about
horsepower,
you, Camilo?
bro.
Was that good for you? It seemed like you were straight on boost. I thought I'd rip you from the get-go.
Yeah,
but
that
no,
jaw
you
was
were on me straight
go.
away.
I think it was
Damn.
a pretty good start. I was trying to be very even with you, and I could actually hear you say 1, 2, 3, and then go.
Well, that's the idea. But yeah, he absolutely battered me. Anyway,
I
one
mean,
more
yeah,
test
real
to
shit
do.
though. What is he
It's a
talking about?
brake test.
Like, duh,
And if
nigga.
you'd rather watch another amazing Generations drag race, click on the pop-out banner up there. Follow the link in the description below to go watch it. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but you'll find out if you click on that pop-out banner. Okay, so we were going to do a brake test, but it appears we have a problem because look at this. The GT40 is listing somewhat.
Uh-oh.
Daniel. Oh dear!
Oh dear is right.
I thought you had a suspension issue.
No, flat tire.
It's a seriously flat. That is done.
That
Is
is
it
done.
done? But as you notice, it's only one side, so
It's only one side. So I'm guessing you don't want to do the brake test anymore.
yeah, I think I'll bow out of the brake test. And thanks for the invitation, but
Damn. Okay.
I apologize. Sorry, unforeseen.
I've
Yeah.
kind of got an idea of what would happen in the brake test, and it would be that you would probably come last.
I think you're right. You
Niggas
guys
car-
would be
they
stopped
cord.
long before me.
We'll get on with the brake test without the original GT.
We already know who about win the brake test though.
We're going to do this test.
That one. Look at the
from
brakes on that
70 miles
bitch.
an hour. You ready? Here comes the cones. No! No way!
Looks so good.
I cannot believe the difference. My car was in full ABS the whole way through that. It was like yours just dug in.
Yeah, this thing has some amazing braking power. I've never seen a comparison before.
It's such a huge difference. I mean, I can barely see you. Where are you? It's like what, 3 car lengths.
At least.
That's 10 years. 10 years difference. I mean, you've got way better tyres. You've got Michelin Cup 2s on it. You've got carbon ceramic brakes. I've got some oldish Goodyears and just normal iron brakes. An older ABS system, and you could just feel it
Yeah,
there.
he got
just
them
being so
Brembos on
busy.
his.
How fast were we going?
Well, we did it from 70, which is like the national speed limit in the UK. That is such a huge difference if you were braking on the motorway in an emergency. Newer is better when it comes to braking. It's a bit of a shame we didn't have the old GT40 in it because I think that would have been like another 6 car lengths ahead of me. But
Okay.
there we go. Now, if you'd like to watch another drag race, then click on the...
So yeah, yo, that's pretty much it. That was actually I enjoy watching that a lot for real. It's more about than just racing cars with who's got the fastest. Like this, it shows the difference, how the cars changed over the years, how they've gotten better. As you can see, it's been substantially better. So more of that. We need more of that, because like everything else in life, even the car scene now is just toxic and It ain't what it used to be. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Good thing I don't even have to edit this because we only got one ad, so I don't have to edit this. This is going straight on YouTube. This will be on there probably on the 8th. This will be uploaded Monday. I'm gonna be on my Twitch tonight, which is January 6th. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you want me to see anything else. No, I'm not watching Christian, but other than that, hope y'all have a good one.